Hey guys, welcome back to Viking Valley Farm. This is Carter. We're gonna chop some hay today. I'm out in the field sitting in our Puma 185 and I just dropped off the first wagon to the field. We got 3 chopper boxes. And Grandpa's cutting hay down there below that cornfield. This field's been merged. The 7220's on the merger and Dad's filling up inoculant and the chopper, and we're gonna be ready to roll here. This stuff should make some good feed. So I'm coming back with the first load. One of our Asian nest chopper boxes is full, and up to the bag site we go. The bag is on, tied on our MX150, and I will show you guys kind of how we babysit the first couple loads going in. Now I gotta run behind the bagger and make sure all the feed falls on this knot. And we get a nice back end of this bag. So I'm just gonna sit here and hold it with my foot and make sure the feed falls on it. And as you can see, feed is starting to fall on top. I can feel it here. And eventually the plastic is going to expand. It's going to be rounded at the back, and I'll know to release the parking brake on the tractor when the tongue of the bagger drops like this onto the hitch of the tractor. But that'll be on the load, second load. There it is, feeding into the bagger. The first load is pretty much empty. There's still ways to go yet to fill the end of that bag, but once the end is done, and like I said, that tongue is pushing up on the hitch of the tractor. Once we see it creep down, it's ready to start pushing, and then we just put the tractor neutral and we're ready to go. This bag is a 300 footer by 10 foot diameter, so we got the 10-foot tunnel on our Versa bagger. I believe this will already be our 10th season with this thing. It's been crazy. It makes really good feed, keeps the oxygen out. Don't have to worry about running any cables like an ag bagger or a Kelly Ryan. And very pleased with it. And now it's just a waiting game for the tongue to drop. And it's slowly dropping. Now as the bag creeps forward, that mat's gonna on the tires to help make sure this get into good pack. Now I get to sit in the tractor that's moving wagons, and I just got to inch forward once the bagger moves far enough to keep feet falling into the apron. Now pretty much the second load is in. The mat is all the way underneath. Now the biggest key is to make sure the tractor stays straight so we can have a nice straight bag. But would you look at that? Oxygen's packed out. Some nice hard feed. It's gonna ferment really well. Load number 3. And load number 3 has been put away in the bag, and I've got to go off and feed some calves quick and be back to hauling soon. And I'm back from feeding calves. There were 4 loads hauled in while I was feeding, so 7 in the bag so far. That first field took 5 loads to wrap that one up. And then Dad's chopping across the road now from that first field that we did, and that one was new seeding last year, and there's a little bit of low lignin alfalfa in that field, which it'll be interesting to see with the later date this year how the cows do on that versus the conventional normal alfalfa, which is in theory supposed to be less digestible. So we'll find out this year whether we get a return on that or not, and maybe the cows will do better on it too. This is load number 9 going in. So far, so good. Since it's so late and we've gotten a lot of rain, the hay has been a little lodged, so on the ground. For the most part, I'd say our discbine is doing a pretty good job of keeping everything, or cutting everything. Maybe didn't quite get the tonnage we were expecting off the first field, but that's okay. I need to remind myself that this is the last year that field will be in production, most likely. So for our usual alfalfa rotation, year 1 new seeding, year 2 we'll take 4 crops off of that, and that should be the highest tonnage crop of alfalfa in for that rotation. And then year 3 we'll also take 4 crops off of, and for the most part, unless there are certain years that are an anomaly or different, that field will yield a little less than the second year fields. And this is load number 15 for the evening, the final one. We did not get all of that chop that we had merged, but it'll be a dewy morning, so that stuff will be good to go tomorrow and shouldn't dry down too quick. Probably 3, maybe 4 loads left on that field, and then we've got another 11 acres to chop tomorrow. We're gonna be down on help a little bit since it'll be Saturday, but we're gonna get after it. And gonna show you guys a nice sunset. The seat doesn't like it when I don't have the PTO on. Isn't that beautiful? And load number 15 is now in the bag. So I'd say we're based off an estimate without actually measuring, a quarter of the way done with this one. So 15 loads, good start for day one, having to put the bag on, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, we're back chopping. It's actually 2 days later. We got maybe a quarter of an inch of rain yesterday morning, so that kept us out of the field, but we're chopping away Sunday afternoon. Like I said before, 15 loads the other night, and we've got about maybe 15 acres to chop today, and Grandpa's currently cutting hay for us to hammer out tomorrow. So it is very, very windy, 25-mile-an-hour winds. This stuff is probably going to dry out pretty quick, but we got to make it, and no drone footage is going to be happening today with these winds. And there he goes, blowing it through the wagon. There must be some moisture underneath yet, not too much dust, but the wind direction is blowing directly into the wagon right now. And the first load I'm coming back with is very, very full. Front apron is stacked as high as it can pretty much go, but on the road. Well, slip clutch went out on the blower of the chopper, so we're done for the day after one load, which stinks a lot. We got a lot of hay down, and hopefully there are parts available to get it fixed tomorrow. So, great day. All right guys, we're back. Chopper's rocking and rolling. We're gonna have 2 tractors hauling loads here, and it's finally nice enough I can get the drone up today, so let's hope I get some good footage before I go feed calves, and maybe after chores tonight. Well, we are now on to the stuff that was cut yesterday. Very, very nice 22 acres. This was new seeding last year, but man, there's a lot of hay here. Dad hasn't even made one full round yet, and we've gotten 2 loads off of it, and no, it has not been merged. Some really, really heavy stuff. Flowers have budded, but at this point, tonnage is good too. And back to the bag site we go. Well guys, sun's going down behind me, but this is gonna wrap up this video. Stay tuned for more. We're gonna keep chopping for the next few days. Stay tuned. I appreciate you guys if you would subscribe, like, comment, and come back for another video. Thanks for watching. Carter out.